All right, guys, we had a nice day in chat today. GreatStockPicks.com. I'm going to go over some of the calls. WLT looked like this last night when I put out the watch list video. Hopefully you saw that. And I was looking for a bounce in this one. You had that shape change I talked about. The volume just looked like capitulation. And then I'll add today's candle. And you can see the bounce now, just to show you how I called it intraday. I would have preferred this thing gap down. I don't like when I have a bounce play on watching it gaps up. Takes some of the wind out of its sails, if you will. But let me go to 2-minute candles here. This is what it looked like when I called it. I just said, you've got a 2-minute opening candle here, big volume. This one could really get going if it breaks the high of the day. So I called it simply 1248, up above that 2-minute candle with a stop at 1217. So what is that, 31 cents risk? And there it triggers. You notice it came down a little bit, but held the stop. And then it ran kind of sideways into actually, if you had 2-minute candles, you see it ran into, these are 2-minute candles, duh. Right into the 2.8 there, sideways into the 2.8, and that kind of propelled it, and then it was off to the races. Once you get through the high of the day, this thing was cooking. And went to $13.93 at its best. So it moved to $1.45 at its best in our favor on 31 cents risk. But that was a very nice one. CTRX was another one of my calls. This is one of my favorite setups. We had what we call shape, and that's exactly how I put it to the room. We're getting shape. You can kind of see how the shape is just really accelerating to the downside. Didn't have great volume here, but the other reason I liked it, I don't just randomly buy something as a long expecting it to bounce, but if you switch to 15s, there you go, which I've just done there, 15-minute candles. You see this purple line here? That's the 200 period moving average. Whenever you get shape on 5-minute candles into the 15-minute candle 200 period moving average, that's a great place to look for a bounce. Of course, it's not guaranteed, so we have to manage our risk. But anyway, so I ended up calling this long. Let me switch back to 5-minute candles. Actually, I changed my mind. I switched to 2-minute candles so you could see the volume coming in and why I called it where I called it. All right, so remember, we had shape on 5s. We're hitting the 15-minute candle 200 period moving average, and now we're getting a big volume spike and a green 2-minute candle. So I grabbed it right here, 52.56. I gave it 20 cents stop, and that's how I posted it in chat. I said long CTRX here with 20 cents stop. Stop meaning stop 20 cents below. And we caught the bottom of the day right there. Look at that. Let me switch to 5s so you can see it better. And it just kept grinding, and it ended up going up to 53.56, so an 80-cent move in our favor on 20 cents risk, and we were never underwater in that one. That was a real nice one too. Zozo, one of our all-stars, called Facebook 1 minute in. It was 24.16, and he had the stop 9 cents below, 24.16, and this thing went to almost 24.70 on 9 cents risk that didn't get stopped out. And he also called CLF. And by the way, guys, all the all-stars now and myself are using microphones. So when we have a call, we type it into chat, and then we also jump on the mic. So there's no, oh man, I didn't see it, or I didn't know there was a call being made from the members anymore. And the feedback has been super positive. Everybody loves the mic. So you don't have to stare at chat anymore. You can just wait till you hear a voice and then look and see what was posted. Then decide if you like the trade. So he called CLF basically high of day break, low of day stop when it looked like this. There's the opening 5-minute candle right there. And then it sold off a little bit. And WLT was kind of lifting all the coals. So he called it a great idea. 17.79, stopped 27 cents below at the low of the day. And look what happens. That thing was off to the races. Again, I believe because of WLT. But went to 18.74. So 95-cent move in our favor on 27 cents risk. And it really, there's nothing else from the day that's, at least from me, that's worth posting. I called like a late day short in AN. I think I posted the idea on StockTwits. Up here at 32.29, something like that, when it looked like this, because it had come a long way to run into the 200-day moving average and its resistance. It hasn't been able to get above this area. So anytime you have a long move up into a moving average, usually it's pretty safe short. Called it a 32.28, something like that. It went down to 32.10 or whatever it was before, and I couldn't. My broker didn't even have shares, so I didn't get the trade, but. Also, real quick, Zozo called CAT, I think, right around 84.20 right here. And it went to over 84.80 on 20 cents risk. But anyway, that's enough. I'll quit babbling, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.